Dit is Radio 6.
Soul and jazz.
Valerie June, to start with, that organic moonshine roots music, that's a description of your music.
It is.
Explain, because I don't get it.
Well, when I started playing music about 8 years ago, I was playing down at a festival in Helena, Arkansas. It's called the King Biscuit Blues Festival. And people were coming up to me, and some people were like, that's hillbilly music. And some people were like, that's country music. Some people, that's blues music. Some people, that's roots music. Some people, that's soulful, that's gospel. I was like, Lord have mercy. I tell you what, I'm going to have to come up with a name for this music because people, they just hear what they want to hear. Yeah. And I just wanted it to be a magical name because I want people to come into my music with a big question mark in their mind versus, oh, well, that's for sure soul or that's for sure jazz. It's just good music, really. So I could also call it good music.
Good music in general. You don't want to narrow it down, but keep the minds open.
Keep their minds open because every listener is going to relate to it in their own way.
Yeah, well, the liquor moonshine is in the title. Does it have any special reason?
Not really. I was driving, when I was coming back from that festival, it was in Mississippi, actually. And the moon was shining so beautifully over the cotton fields. I don't know if you know much about the South, but there's rows and rows of cotton fields in the area where I was raised. So the moon was just like falling all the way over. So that's one thing that made me think, I want moonshine to be in there. But then the other thing about moonshine is that before putting out this record, I sold the records out the back of my car. I would go to festivals or coffee houses or whatever, and I was selling it like an old-timey bootlegger and alcohol moonshine person would sell their moonshine before it was legal, in the States, alcohol. Yeah. So they would just go from town to town selling it illegally. And that's kind of how I was doing my music before all this stuff started happening, So
can't you just do a monologue of 20 minutes? Because I love you here talking. I love to hear you talking like this. It's fantastic. But let's continue. Just go back a little bit more in time, because you've been working with your dad a lot in music as well, right? He was a promoter of famous artists. Some of them are still performing at this festival. Yeah,
Bobby Womack is performing here. My father promoted a Bobby Womack show not too many years ago, about 5 years ago.
And what did you do? Did you help him, or?
I helped him by like hanging posters, different flyers on. That was when we didn't have Facebook, so like you couldn't get on Facebook and blast out a show. You had to hang flyers, like staple them to poles. Yeah. Me and my 5 brothers and sisters, we all helped him with that, and my mom helped him with the bookkeeping and things like that. So we all had a job, and they would give us allowances for helping and stuff.
So that's how many years ago?
Woo! Lord have mercy. That was a long... I was a kid. I was growing up, it was a long time ago. Okay. Like, my father's still doing shows, but he doesn't need our help now. We're all out doing our own things.
Yes, because a lot has changed in your personal career. Let's go from that moment to this moment. You're performing at the same festival with this specific Bobby Womack.
I'm telling you, my dad would be really surprised because I tell you what, my dad's always been very encouraging to me, but he never really, was like, you gonna make it as a singer, He would give me strength and encouragement and like say don't stop, but he wouldn't be like, oh yeah, because it's not his kind of music. He loves like deep soul, like R&B, like Bobby Womack. But it was really, really sweet what my dad said to me a few years ago after he came to a festival show I played in Mississippi once again. Yeah. And all these people were coming up and they were like, Valerie June, we love your music. And that was his first time seeing me with this, with attention around my music. Yeah. And he said, I always told you to learn one good blues song and you would get somewhere in this world. But I actually want to tell you, stick to what you're doing. I like it when you do a country song every now and then. He said, just stick to it. Just do what you feel, because people seem to understand and resonate with it. Even though he, like you, didn't understand the moonshine roots thing, he was still like, well, I ain't gonna question it anymore.
And did you have to fight for it? Because, well, your father has a deep soul tradition. You were brought up in this tradition. And then you have switched yourself. What happened? At what moment did you think, well, I'm going another direction?
It's just what came out of me.
Really?
I just do what comes out. You know, if a soulful song wants to come out, then it comes out. If a country song wants to come out, it comes out. I just do what I love, and I follow my heart, and that's just how I am. That's why I moved from Humboldt, Tennessee to Memphis, because I had fallen in love, and I had to move for love. Yeah. And I moved from Memphis to New York for love, and I sing for love, you know, for all of those reasons. It's the biggest thing.
No, but 2 recipes. You seem to enjoy to the fullest what you're doing. Even when you're listening to yourself, you're enjoying bright smile on your face. How do you do it?
Just follow my heart, follow love. That's how I do it. That's what you gotta have, whether you're cooking or whatever. Throw a little love in there and you're good.
Recipe 2 is the hair, because the dreads, the people who are watching radio6.nl on the website, ga daar even naartoe, want dan kan je het ook zien. Het ziet er fantastisch uit. It's amazing. I've seen many dreads in my life, but not this one, like these. How?
Well, I'm not going to tell you exactly all the details, but I will tell you that it's been 12 years that I've been growing my hair, and that it takes a lot of patience to wait this long. So if you're out there and you have dreads, just wait it out. Wait it out and have a vision of what you want them to look like. And know that you can do anything with dreads that you can do with straight hair.
And because look at my hair.
Now you all know now.
It's not going to happen, right? No. I understand. But so I don't know anything about it. So that's why I'm going to ask one more stupid question about it. You didn't cut it for 12 years? Is that correct? Or?
Well, you know, I trim the ends, but I don't cut my hair like... Oh, no.
You would cry.
But sometimes in the hot sun, I'm kind of thinking I maybe need to do something about the length.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here. Please stay if you can. But I think you're going to watch some other shows, right?
I want to see some more shows, but I'm grateful to you and Radio 6 for having me and for all the good help you've given me with my record so far. I really appreciate it.
It was our pleasure, of course.